This segment of the lessons, I'm calling it Owning the Goal of Connection. When we come into a confrontation, when we are standing face to face, the emotions are flowing, the upset is there, usually greater for one than the other, but eventually they both get there. That's where I am going to test the strength of my connection with you. And whether it's in an office setting, a family, a marriage, a friendship, as soon as we begin to test that connection, we're often surprised. We're often surprised at how weak that connection is, because I've sent you a message that I'm more interested in preserving myself in this confrontation than I'm interested in preserving the connection. So I've said things, I've done things that create distance. They break the connection because I did not own my personal goal of owning this connection through the confrontation. I'm going to actually use this as an opportunity to strengthen our bond. I brought that with me. Galatians 6:1 says that when you go into a confrontation, it literally says, when you find someone in a trespass, when you find someone in a mistake, when you find somebody who's fallen in a hole, you who know the Father, you who are spiritual, go to that one, and in a spirit of gentleness, you approach them in a spirit of gentleness, meaning that I've come to you to show you the Father, who his goal is connection, and I have zero need to control you. Now that is a tough posture to have, but it is the most helpful one. It helps me reduce the anxiety, because if you come to me with a confrontation and I think you're trying to change me, I think you're trying to control me, I think that your perspective or your position is more important to you than I am, then my anxiety begins to climb. I think I'm now in a self-preservation mode. I remember one time Sherry and I were, it was probably our most recent disconnect. I forget the exact topic, but it was intense. We were both pretty upset. We were both feeling powerless, and we were both feeling scared. I think by then, I don't know if we were feeling hurt yet, but we were powerless and scared. And I remember thinking to myself, I am going to pursue the connection through this whole thing. And at one moment, I remember hearing these words, my goal with you is connection. As soon as I heard myself say that, I could feel my anxiety drop. And I remembered all these things that I'll be doing that will be aimed at protecting the connection rather than protecting my argument.